Homemade Canadian bacon. Is it a little trouble? Sure it is. Is it worth it? Heck yeah. Beautifully smoked. See how we did it. Today is going to be day one of Canadian bacon. So today what we're going to do is we're going to prep our whole pork loin. We have a whole boneless pork loin here. It's about 11 pounds. We're going to trim that down and we're going to tie it with some butcher string, and we're going to build our brine. We're going to set our pork loins into the briner bucket. We're going to let it sit in the fridge for about a week, and then we'll smoke it off. So without further ado, let's just jump right into this. So I have a quart of water. You just put that into a saucepan. And I've got a whole cup of salt, kosher salt. I've got a third of a cup of brown sugar. I have a quarter cup of maple sugar. That is good stuff. You know, give it a nice kind of breakfasty profile. I've got a tablespoon of black peppercorns. I've got about a tablespoon of crushed up garlic, minced garlic. I have a quarter cup of good local honey. Give it a little extra sweetness. And I have 2 teaspoons of the pink curing salt #1. So that goes in. We're going to just throw this on the stove, get it to a boil. And then in my briner bucket, I already have 3 quarts of ice water. So that'll bring it up to a gallon. All right, we're at a boil. Everything's been dissolved. That smells great. And now we're going to get it right into the briner carefully. All right. Now let's turn our attention to breaking this bad boy down. I'm going to break this pork loin down pretty simply. I'm going to reserve the fattiest third of it for a pork roast. Little salt, little pepper, magic. But that's a different episode. I'm going to take what's left and I'm going to cut that in half again, essentially giving me 2/3 of the pork loin, but it's the leanest 2/3. And I'm going to trim every speck of fat off of that because I want these to be really lean on my breakfast plate. So let's jump into it. Pat it off a touch. All right, now that I got that fat cap off, what I want to do is I want to try and get all that silver skin out. And that's basically what I'm looking for. So there's no silver skin on there. Most of the fat is, 99% of that fat is gone. That's going to make for a beautiful chub of Canadian bacon. Now what I like to do is I like to tie these off with a little bit of butcher string. So like 3-4 pieces max. And really that's just so that it holds its shape into a nice round and it makes for a really nice presentation when this is all done. Totally optional though. There you have it. All right, next one. Same thing, and I'll try to do my knot slow so you guys could see it, but essentially, I like to just lock one off in the middle, take the twine, I go under, through, pull it tight, and do the same thing. So it comes over and through, pull it tight. Now I got a nice little slip knot. Cut off the excess and repeat. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait. So it's going to go into the briner. I'm going to lock it off with the top so everything's nice and submerged. And that's going to go in the fridge for a week, and we'll smoke it off next weekend. Canadian bacon is done. It's been smoked off at 200 degrees on the pellet smoker, and I let the internal temperature of the loin come up to 140. 140 is just where I want it. That's kind of out of the danger zone. It's cooked. Now, of course, I'm gonna, cook it further when I go to eat it. I like to grill it rather than cook it on a frying pan. It's great on a frying pan, but I figured it's a beautiful day. Let's grill off a slice. Let's go. So beautiful. Let's get it on the grill. It is tasting time. Look at that. Oh, it smells so good. It's sweet but salty at the same time. Wow, that has really got so much flavor. It's got a good chew to it too. Man, I like to slice it nice and thick like that too. It's almost like a little breakfast smoked pork chop. God, that is phenomenal. Gorgeous looking too. Well, like I said, is it a little trouble? Sure it is. Is it worth it? Oh yeah, it is. It's so good. It's so tasty. It's not like all nasty and slimy when you pull it out of the package. It's nice and firm. I'm gonna slice it up thin. I'm gonna throw a bunch of this in my freezer. We're gonna be eating on it all summer long.